Madden NFL 23, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Buccaneers and the Rams, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall, and what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford. First play from scrimmage, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Stafford. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
That's taken on the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's the first carry of the game. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Buccaneers have it. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tyler Johnson, 28 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Encroachment, even.
There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level. That hurts him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Riley Dixon in formation for the Rams.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Taking it about the 36. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. To throw is Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 30. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the Buccaneer first down.
On the draw, here's Bernard. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. A draw play, Bernard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans from 13 yards out. And the Buccaneers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it is 28-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Stafford.
And that one complete downfield to come. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter, my goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports